Well, coming up in this episode, man, we got to talk about Candace Parker, man. We got to talk about her latest statement that she said on the podcast with Aaliyah Boston. We all know they do a podcast together called Post Moves. And Candace Parker, we all know that she has a little jealousy toward Angel Reese. And her statements that was made because of the all-star voting and the player vote. And it seems like when it comes to Caitlin Clark, she does a lot of buck dancing. She does a lot of defending Caitlin Clark. And she goes out on a limb saying because her peers voted her the 11th best guard in the WNBA. And she was like, if you're voting Caitlin Clark the 11th best guard in the WNBA right now, you have a lot of insecurities. But you have a lot of jealousy toward Angel Reese because you never go to that length to defend Angel Reese. And we got to talk about it coming up right after this.
It's go time. Stand up. Simply ball dropping. Let go. Can't stop the man behind the mic, bring you the heat. The hottest podcast on these YouTube streets. Breaking all down as you already know. Sit back, relaxing and enjoy the show. Covering all the topics and the breaking news from the WNBA, NBA. Whatever we choose, NFL topics, we bring no receipts. Giving you facts over your feelings, even if you disagree. Can't stop the man behind the mic. Running the show, simply ball dropping, podcast you already know. Tell a friend to tell a friend as we set these trends. The hottest show on your screen, so let the discussion begin. Hit that subscribe and turn your notifications on and get on the wave, cause you are gonna want more. So drop a like and comment on the video. KSAP up in the building, so let's go.
Well, guys, man, Candace Parker, man. Candace Parker is at it again, man. Candace Parker on her latest statements on Caitlin Clark when her and Aaliyah Boston did an episode of the Post Moves on their podcast when they was talking about the WNBA All-Star, the voting, and all the people that made the All-Stars. She was talking about the All-Star snubs. But then she got off into a point where she talked about anybody in the WNBA, any person. Things have to be looked at because of the fact that nobody's tooting Caitlin Clark's horn the way Candace Parker wants you to toot her horn. Because Candace Parker said some things that is outlandish, where she said it's got to be investigated if they voting Caitlin Clark the 11th best guard in the WNBA, talking about you must have something going on, you must have some insecurities. Well, Candace Parker, I'm here to tell you, you have some jealousy toward Angel Reese because we've heard what you said about Angel Reese. You never go to great lengths to defend Angel Reese in nothing that Angel Reese has endured. You always buck dancing and defending Caitlin Clark when issues come up about Caitlin Clark. But when things come up about Angel Reese, that's when your jealousy shows. I don't know what it is. Angel Reese came into the WNBA and started breaking records faster than what you thought and taking down some of your records, and you're a little jealous of Angel Reese. And that's why you got that treatment that you got last year in Chicago when you had your jersey retired and Angel Reese had on a shirt and didn't, picture your shirt that they were supposed to be wearing. Angel had that covered up because you got some jealousy and resentment toward Angel Reese. And it's being shown every time that you talk. Every time Angel Reese's name come up, it's always something very condescending and negative that you say. And people are on to that. People have talked about that. So you're letting your jealousy reign through because now you're being petty because of the statements that you said about Caitlin Clark. Why do people got to have insecurities because they voted Caitlin Clark the 11th best guard? You have an issue with that? I don't understand the issue with people in their personal opinion on their vote of particular players, where you have to go to that magnitude to say that y'all have insecurities. Something in your life is not going right. Well, baby girl, something in your life is not going right. It seems like you're doing a lot of defending on the other side. And a lot of people have come at you. They've posted pictures of who you're married to. That's the side that you want to be on. That's all fine and dandy. But you got to keep it clear cutting across the board. I mean, it's starting to show every day when you talk about Caitlin Clark on how much you are starting to dislike and really show your jealousy toward Angel Reese. We're going to listen to what Candace Parker had to say on Post Moves podcast with Aaliyah Boston. I just want y'all to listen to some of the things that she says, but pay close attention because you can read a lot from what she's saying. But before we get off into that, make sure, man, y'all subscribe to the podcast, like, comment, and share. It's very important that, you pick up on these things that Candace Parker is saying. So let's take a listen to what Candace Parker had to say. I heard exactly what Candace Parker had to say. Then at the end, she's talking about games because of the injuries and they're hurt. But damn, Caitlin was hurt last year. And look at all the player votes she got last year. And she got into the All-Star game. So don't try to use that against Kelsey Plum. Stop it. But y'all see what I'm talking about? That goes to show the jealousy that she has of Angel Reese, because when she started talking about Angel Reese, she had to say, well, if Angel Reese was voted as a starter, you had to take somebody off. And she went straight in. Well, you're not beating out Asia Wilson. You're not between her and Jessica Shepard and all this. You see how she really didn't advocate for, Angel Reese? But it's 2 times in that whole podcast that she went back and talked about Caitlin Clark, the 11th best guard, voted. And it's got to be some insecurities with people if they vote in Caitlin Clark, the 11th best guard. That's further proof that, she has some resentment and jealousy toward Angel Reese. And what for? She never defends Angel Reese, man. That's her own personal opinion. She don't have to defend her, but you're showing your true jealousy, man. And I know a lot of people in the comment section will say certain things, man, but y'all guys got to read into it. This ain't just this incident. This is just not an isolated incident. This has been taking place since Angel Reese has been in the league. And, a lot of people will say, well, a lot of people are jealous of Caitlin Clark. Well, maybe so. But one individual, one basketball player, in Candace Parker, she shows her continuous jealousy of Angel Reese each time she speaks, when she has to say something about Angel Reese to defend Caitlin Clark. And she's been buck dancing, and that's why she's trending all over social media and all over the internet. And people are calling Candace Parker out. I know Candace Parker, she's listening. I know she's paying attention to what people are saying. She's not like the type of person that don't get on social media, or because she's on YouTube herself. They do a podcast. So she sees all the titles that got her name in it, and she pays attention to it. And then she plays the dumb role, and they're like, seriously, Aaliyah, seriously, like what are the votes for? You know what I'm saying? So stop all that. It's just further proof, man, that she's jealous of Angel Reese, man, wholeheartedly, man. She is jealous of Angel Reese, man. And there's nothing that you can say or convince me otherwise, man, because she's showing it every time that she has to talk about anything that has anything to do with Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark, man. Y'all get down in the comment section.
I see everyone in the comment section, #salute. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on your post notifications so you will know every time I drop a hot banger. Oh yeah, just in case I forgot, tell a friend to tell a friend. It might not be for you, but it might be for them. And that will wrap up another episode of the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. I'm your host and the man behind the mic, K-Sap. Catch you on the next one. Deuces.